I remember you saying to me, be ready for it to come out blue. What you didn't say was, it's head's like a shark's fin.
What the fuck is that? I couldn't believe it.
What they did to get the thorn out, I thought, I can't break it.
I never knew that came out like that they tugged that fucking thing and it all comes out.
And then it all went disastrously wrong, and the baby's heartbeat just stopped.
Welcome back to another episode of Learn to Wipe Your Own Bum. The last time we got together, we were on our way to the hospital, racing there through floods and shit. So now it is the big day, the birth, which is fucking grim, if I'm honest. Yep. First of all, is there any props? Because I feel like we could do without having props for once.
I got no props.
Good, because we fucking keep...
I got no props this time around.
Getting with Joey, you bring anything with you?
No I did. You know, I like to do a diorama.
Oh, the little models, yeah.
I did start to make a vagina.
What for?
To, force something through it, like a birth, to give a live demonstration of it. Didn't work anyway, so.
Thank fuck for that.
That sounds horrific.
Yeah. Did you even start it?
Started it. Yeah. I couldn't get the stretch. It was fixed. So if you try to ram a baby through it, it's going to come out like mush. And I thought, no one wants that.
Yeah, no one wants a mushy baby. Actually, I've got quite a mushy baby. I hope he's a right little mush. I don't really know how to do this episode. I think probably the best way is just to tell the stories of our experience. Well, I mean, I've done it fucking...
I don't think we've got time to do all of
5 times.
You've got to pick a couple, mate.
Okay.
Top 10.
Well, they don't really... I do remember... For eternity, I feel like people have been saying to me, not eternity, obviously, but most of my adult life, and even when I was getting people saying, or seeing on the telly, the birth of your children, it's the most enlightening experience of your life, be the greatest thing you ever go through. I'd put it in there with one of the worst. I would. I don't see...
The actual event.
There's nothing nice about the day. I'll tell you why I think it's grim. You're sitting there, if you're lucky, because I've been there when there isn't a fucking chair. You have to stand. And there's nothing you can do. You've packed a little bag, right?
You haven't.
But you've got a bag that's been packed by someone. You take it in there and you just have to, it's almost like the bag doesn't even need it. They give you that so it looks like you've got a job. Because you don't do anything and you stand there and there's a lot of screaming and wailing. I mean, it's hard. I get that. I'm not saying it's not hard. It looks like it must be fucking agony. But you're watching someone that you love go through that. It's not nice. It's not nice. Even when the baby comes out, it's not a nice looking baby, is it?
No, I remember, because you had kids first, I remember you saying to me, be ready for it to come out blue.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that. What you didn't say was, it's head's like a shark's fin. Yeah. It comes. I remember them saying, like, do you want to see the baby? And I was like, yeah, okay, all right. So I have a look down there, and it was a fin coming out. And I didn't say anything because it's too much, isn't it? But I wanted to say, what the fuck is that?
You don't look at Burke, do you?
No, you don't look like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, of course.
Especially when you've done it 5 times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was like a fin coming out like that. And I just thought...
I never had cone-head babies. I never saw fin heads.
No, it was...
To be fair, I never watched... If I'm honest.
Did you not go down the end and have a little look?
Looking.
If
I have absolutely blocked out of my memory for good reason because I didn't want to see a shark coming out.
Yeah,
because they are terrifying anyway.
I never went down the business end, as they say. I stayed well and truly out of the way. But what I was trying to stay out of the way, and then there was a fucking mirror on the wall, and I was like, "Is that a video of someone having a baby?" Oh Christ, no! It's a fucking mirror. So I did get a glimpse, but I was like, I'm not looking up there again. Because it didn't sound like it was going to be very nice. And in my head, I always think it's going to be happening further away. I mean, I know the dimensions of a person, but in my head, I was thinking they'll be all the way down there, and I'll be all the way up here. But you're fucking in amongst it, really, ain't you? And you feel like you're in the way, you know. So, but I've been through cesareans, which is the way to go. That's the way to go, without a fucking doubt. Perfect. for a couple of reasons. One is it's booked in, so you know when it's happening. You turn up there, you get to dress like a doctor, you get to wear all the gear, so that's pretty cool.
You get to wear one of them face masks. No one can see your face doing this.
I didn't have a face mask on, I don't think. I think I just had a funny hat. And it's all done and dusted in fucking seconds. Literally seconds. They say, because you know when you go in, like when it's a normal load, you go in there and you don't really know how long you're going to be. No one really knows. And with Paige, it was fucking chaos. And I remember they had to get the plunger.
Yeah,
Plunger.
Yeah,
I'll just
one of them.
yeah.
I had to get one of them when it was grim, it was chaos. And then Skies was the same sort of thing, bit chaotic. But when it came to Jay, they just put us in a room and the midwife fucked off. And then I was like, there's a baby coming out and there's not a grown up in the room.
Did he walk out of a map like Dora the Explorer though? Because it was like, you must have been all prepared and know what was going on.
Well, I was like, what the? So I went out and found. I said, there's a woman having a baby and I can't do this. Someone needs. And she said, well, you've done it before, haven't you? That's what she said. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't do that, did I? I didn't. I was there. I mean, I've been on an aeroplane, but I wouldn't have a fucking clue how to fly one. Don't fucking put me in charge. You need to come in and do your bit. So, but when it comes to, the births, a cesarean, perfect. They do all the stuff, and you stand here, and then there's the thing, and they go up goes the screen goes up, and then suddenly they bring a baby round to you. And the good thing as well about that was I got to hold Oscar first, and I never had that before. I never had that with any of my other kids. They, the way they kind of, as they come out, they almost flick them onto the tit.
They do.
They do that, don't they? But this way, and the whole time that's happening, you're thinking, I'm not involved in this, and it's boring. But it's boring. It's fucking you're there all day.
Both mine were like waters broke. 4 hours later, there's a crying baby. There was no like dramas or anything like that. We got an ambulance for Beth. Have you ever phoned an ambulance up? Have you ever phoned up for an ambulance? They start asking you questions, don't they? Like, have you got any pets? I was like, yeah, a couple of goldfish. I was like, not really sure why that matters. I started telling them the names of the fish and stuff. I realised now they want to know if I had a savage dog or anything that the paramedics need to be worried about.
So why didn't they say, have you got any dogs?
I don't know.
Well, you could have a savage cat.
But the paramedics turned up and they went, I got loads of time to get to hospital. It's like, could have got in the car. And then she jumped in an ambulance and I followed in the car. And then got to the hospital. The midwife was there. She went, on your next contraction, a big push. So she turned around, was in the cupboard, getting some cotton wool out. Contraction started, one big push, the baby crying. The midwife turned around and went, when did that happen? And there's Beth lying in the bed crying. Harrison was completely different though. He was a home birth, planned. Obviously Beth was nearly home birth, not planned. Home birth planned. Midwife came round, she says, you're only 3 centimetres.
Did you want to do home birth?
I wasn't bothered. I didn't want to because there's a lot of pressure on you as a dad.
Why? To do what?
Shit's in place. Because if the midwife isn't there, they're not always there. You have to be on the phone and deliver that baby, mate.
That would have been the thing I'd have gone, yeah, home birth's not for me.
She turned up. She said, you're only 3 centimetres delayed. I'm going to go and do another cut of video. I said, nope. Lock the door. I said, you're not going anywhere. I said, I will feed you. I will provide you with tea, coffee, whatever you need all day long. Please. Please don't leave me here on my own. I don't know what I'm doing. So she stayed all day, bless her. She was lovely. And then as Harrison was born, she said, right, take your top off. I was like, it's a bit appropriate. She goes, just take the baby off. Didn't find it funny.
So why did you take top off?
For skin-to-skin contact. So like you did with Oscar, I held Harrison before.
So you let a newborn baby all fucking touch on you?
Gunked up, mate. All matted in my chest hair and everything. Like, he was there, just stuck to me. And then they wrapped a blanket round me and him at the same time. It's really weird.
You give that boy issues, mate, with doing that sort of thing. Rubbing him against your chest hair. His first experience in the world is up against your hairy nipples.
Like being a bear.
God.
Yeah, and they wrapped a blanket around both of us.
Jesus Christ. And this all happened in your fucking living room?
In the living room, yeah.
So I have completely different experience of childbirth.
Can I just say one thing about you, Dave? I can imagine you being right hands on in there.
I fucking loved it.
Oh,
So the first time, we wanted to have home birth both times. And the first time, we're all good to go. We're at home. Midwife turns up, does the bits. And
Swim.
little
a magic trick.
little finger in. And then
You or
she had one hand in each. It was like Punch and Judy. But she said, yeah, you're pretty much ready to go. Emma hates it when I say this. She gets really pissed off when I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. It was easy peasy.
yeah, of course it was.
It was easy peasy.
I fucking knew
I
it.
swear to God, Emma was like, maybe for about 5 minutes zoned out, maybe. But the rest of the time she was...
Zoned out.
Yeah, like proper zoned out, like I'm having a baby. The rest of the time, she was still giving me shit about chores. She was walking around the house doing it. She came to pick me up from work.
Isn't that a thing they do? Nesting.
Yeah.
Isn't it? They
But
do.
it was-
Oh, I'm talking about they. Just
Yeah.
lump them all in together.
But yeah, and then it all went disastrously wrong. Like they were doing this soundy thing, and the baby's heartbeat just stopped. And I was fine, but I saw the midwife's face, and she panicked, and I was like, "Fuck, don't you panic, because then I'm fucking gonna panic."
Yeah.
She said, "I'm not gonna panic you, but we need to get to the hospital right now." I called an ambulance. So she called an ambulance. We get in the ambulance, and there was a really, really bad storm. Thunderstorm, really bad rain pouring down, and with blue lights flying along. Right, we're about 5 minutes from the hospital, and Emma goes to the driver, "I could have got here fucking quicker than you." And then we got in there, and it was pretty quick. She got on the bed. The nurse was like, "It's going to be a while," and then the doctor came in and said, "No, the baby's coming now."
What the fuck happened with the heartbeat? What the
what's
fuck?
that?
Well, he had shit in the womb. So when the water broke, it was green. And then the shark's head came out. So
Good. And there's a storm.
yeah,
It's a fucking horror film.
they
mate.
layered that. That was layered. Storm, green water comes out, then a fucking shark's head. And I thought, here we go. But the same thing, the baby come out, right? And then that's what it's like. It is that noise. That is an accurate noise.
I'm not
Once
close
it's-
enough to hear the noise, mate.
Once it's past the shoulders, comes out like that, and then, like you say, onto the tit. Emma does her bit. Then they do that weird bit where they say, "Take your shirt off," and you're like, "What?"
I never had
Take your
that.
shirt off,
Yeah.
and they do the skin to skin.
Skin to skin,
So
mate.
then you take your shirt off, right, and the baby comes on. You're all mucky, and you're, oh, I've never done this before. I'm holding a baby. Emma goes off to have a shower, right, and I'm there with the baby, like
Skip with your top off.
with my top off.
I see.
I was in the comfort of my own home with my top off. I wasn't in a hospital.
No, this is in the hospital ward, which we weren't expecting to be. Aurea, oh, it was a dream. It was like ordering a takeaway.
Right, so again, easy peasy.
Easy
Emma.
peasy. Emma didn't make a fuss. She was like, well, "It's probably ready now, Dave. It's probably going to come."
If someone was listening to this and they didn't know what it was about, they'd think Dave was talking about a dog having puppies.
Yeah, it was like that.
Easy peasy.
It was
Didn't make a
like that.
fuss.
She didn't. She didn't make a fuss. She didn't make any noise. And
I don't think you can say. I don't think fuss can even be in a conversation about
okay,
having
well,
a baby.
she didn't make a
Peep.
song and dance about it,
Which
like
they-
some women do.
Which they do.
And the great thing about it was, I think we had 3 midwives because there has to be 2. So we had 3 because we had an apprentice as well, and she was a salt. And she
That
turned
always
up,
helps.
yeah, it does. But what was brilliant? Emma decided to do it on all 4s. She wanted that with Thorin, and they said no.
But hang on, right? See, this is something that I have. What do you mean decide? See,
Oh, Emma was in control. Like the
but
first
who
time around,
planted that seed in her head?
when she had Thorin, she was like, "I need to get on all 4s, David." I
Well,
need
she
to get on all
felt
4s."
like that.
And they wouldn't let her. They were like, "No, stay where you are."
But did she? Was
fall
that
off the
something
bed.
she'd seen that if you do that, your
No,
baby's...
I think naturally she felt that. She was like, "I need to get on all 4s." She felt that in her body.
Oh, okay.
Her body was reacting.
I thought she'd read it in a book or something. And
No,
you do
no.
this, and your kid can do the high
So
jump.
she got to do that. So she's on the sofa. She's on the sofa, arms up, right? The midwife's round the back, like rubbing her back and all that, being really sweet. And then, as the head was coming out, she did some sort of feng shui finger thing and literally held the vagina together while the baby come out. It was brilliant. Like a real craft. Like you think a midwife, the baby comes out, what are you going to do? She held that vagina together. It was amazing. Since that day, I've had the utmost respect for midwives.
Okay.
Before that, I thought, you don't do much. I've seen calling a midwife. You don't do much.
You just go around on a push bike.
Exactly. But that day, she was all in there, and I was watching. It was fucking brilliant. So I got a different perspective of childbirth, and the baby slipped out, and it was easy.
Made the noise. Shark head.
No shark head this time.
Green.
No green. Everything was smooth. The baby looked like a baby should. It was all clean, and it was brilliant. I shit you not, Elijah with a hose down.
See, I would
It was a different
expect
experience.
with Aurea, who is the Antichrist, I'd expect her to be the one that would come out with green.
Oh, she's been a cunt since.
Oh, God, yeah. No,
But before that,
she has.
Joey. She has. But before that, the job, and actually as a baby, she was easy peasy as well.
I don't know. Like, I do hear about people who go for I was in labour for 3 days,
Yeah, that sounds
real
6
labour,
weeks, and I think, well, I don't know, because I've never had that. I never experienced any of that, and it was literally, I didn't do anything. I didn't get involved. They did try to, because they said to me, Mr. Burrows, would you like to come and cut the cord? I said, no, I don't want any part of this. And they were like, really? I said, if I come to your house and hang a door, I don't say, do you want to pop the hinges on? No, you need to finish the job. I don't want to do any cutting at all. I can't even imagine what that feels like.
I didn't cut Beth's, but I did cut Harrison's, and it's an odd.
It's gristly,
I
isn't
don't think this is sharp enough.
No, it's gristly.
They're
It's
kind of
like-
you have to kind of snip.
Is it crunchy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're cutting through a tube of sand.
I don't like it. I
Yeah.
don't like the idea of it.
I
think
cut
it's-
both. And then, because I wanted the placenta the first time around. That was the idea that I was going to eat it the first time around.
straight in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raw.
Yeah, raw. But it didn't happen because, like I say, we rushed to hospital and Thorin wasn't very well, so they took him away. He ended up in a baby intensive care unit thing. But, so it just all happened really quick. So then we did the home birth. They had, the baby was born in that, and then the placenta comes out, which is more than the baby. And
I
then
was surprised by that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the midwife said, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And she gave it to me like that.
But how? In what? A fucking bag or something? Not just hand it to you.
She had gloves on. I had bare hands.
You fucking grabbed it. What
I
did you do with
grabbed
it?
it.
Like a bar of soap.
I put it in the fridge. I put it in a bag and put it in the fridge.
Oh, you're at home. Yeah, I forgot about
It was
that.
at home, yeah.
I was going to say, did you?
So I put it in the bag and put it in the fridge.
Because
And
I
then-
remember them.
I was seeing it in your fridge.
I never knew that came out like that. That they tugged that fucking thing and it all comes out.
I know.
It's
That makes me feel a little funny.
fucking. I couldn't believe it. I was so surprised. That was more of a surprise to me because I was like,
A shark-headed baby.
what the fuck is that? I couldn't believe it. But then the baby comes out and they do. I remember there was a few little tests on the baby. Sky had some problems with her kidneys, as you know, when she was born. So she got sort of extra care. There was lots of people about. They were giving antibiotics straight away, and there was a lot of chaos there. Not with Jay. Jay was and Paige was the same. They just sort of Jay, like I say, it was me and the fucking midwife. That was it, dealing with it. If Oscar, who was a big old lump, I can't remember what he weighed, but he was at the 9 pounds something. I think he was a big baby. But they said, we think he needs to go down to whatever it was. Not the intensive care, but they put him in this like travel cot thing, like a wheelie cot thing, and wheeled him down to the bottom of the hospital with all the sick babies. And I was like, I don't think my baby should be in here because there was little tiny babies in there, and there's fucking Oscar spilling out of this cot thing. They were all coming to see him because they were used to little premature babies. They're coming to see this great big giant fucking baby. They give us a hat when we got there. You get to pick a hat. I don't know if that happens.
Never happened with mine.
You got to pay for it at St. Peter's.
Yeah, fucking hell. Birmingham Women's Hospital, mate. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. They give you a free hat. But I was like, yeah, we need a new hat. This ain't going to fit Oscar. It was a tiny little thing. But yeah, I do remember going down there and they were all coming saying, look at this great big fucking baby. I was like, oh, God. I felt really bad. Like my baby was going to eat the others.
Both of mine absolutely fine, but I do remember that they do those tests and they like bend their legs around, like you used to do with Action Man.
Yeah.
To bend them right up over their head, twist them about.
Boston Crab.
I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know, my baby. She went, it's fine.
I'll tell you something though, because I was worried before the baby came alive because they're quite delicate. I thought, fucking hell. What they did to get the thorin out, I thought, I can't break it. I've seen them do that. They're pulling it, grabbing its head, and if you can do that, there's nothing I can do that will break it.
Yeah. They fucking yank them around everywhere.
They do
They are
to get them out.
They are fucking proper bendy. I think when they're first born, they're more bendy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all supple and they got that fucking soft spot. Haven't they?
Oh, I don't know.
I agree.
I fucking hate the soft spot.
It's that thing, isn't it? When
That's why you get given a hat.
when you sit on your own at night
I can't bear
and
it.
you're watching telly, your hand just creeps up to that soft spot. And you think,
Yeah.
oh, I could squish that.
I know you could. You could pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could.
It's like, it feels like the bruised bit of an apple.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly
Innit?
right.
You see it pulsing.
You see it moving. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
Yeah, put a hat on it. Just get a hat big enough.
Put that on it.
They
Don't
should do
crack
so.
it on
Yeah.
it.
There should be something else. There shouldn't be a soft spot. I don't like
Shit
it.
on it.
I remember when with Oscar again, it was we came out of it's surgery really with a cesarean. So you come out, and I was
Are
just
they asleep or not?
Mate.
The mum.
awake, but it's mental because there's loads of people in the room. I wasn't expecting that, and I also thought I was so surprised how quick it was because I sat down and I was ready for the long haul. I was thinking, fuck, I should have brought something. Is my phone got enough charge to play fucking Candy Crush or whatever? And then it's suddenly the baby there. But we went into like recovery. You go and sit in recovery. And Amy still talks about this. But the nurse said, Dad? I was like, yeah. She said, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm right. She said, do you want some toast? I said, oh, yes, please. I mean, who's not going to say no to fucking toast? She said, can someone get Dad some toast, please? So I think Amy hasn't eaten for fucking 2 days, and they're bringing me toast. So I'm like eating my toast, and they were like, "You look like you were going to faint." I was like, "Fuck!" If I'd just given it that look every time I got brought toast, Amy says, "Why are they giving him toast?" I was like, "I didn't ask for it. I didn't say, oh, any chance of some toast." She offered me. If you say no to toast,
Something
you're a
wrong with
fucking
it.
idiot. Yeah.
And that is the cruelest of things because the smell of toast.
That's lovely, yeah.
Oh, mate, doesn't it make you want toast?
Oh, it's so
poor
good.
old Amy's lying there, whiffing that in, and you're sitting there gobbling it down.
Well, I saw it this way. With a cesarean, they're not really doing anything. They're not really doing anything. They have grown a baby, but
It's
there's
easy peasy,
it's
isn't it?
fucking easy peasy, mate. Easy peasy.
Fuss free.
What is the mum doing when you're? Because obviously you could get involved. Are you allowed to look? Is that against the rules?
I don't think you're allowed.
You're allowed to just.
They put a screen up because what you're looking at is them cutting through fucking layers
I
of
want to see
muscle.
that. I'd want to see that.
Well, fucking what? Why?
I heard the other day. This is interesting that in these war in Afghanistan, you would have soldiers in the operating theatre, and they've been on ration packs, so they haven't been eating properly, right? When they see the people being cut and surgery and stuff, they get hungry. They start salivating because they see it and go,
What?
Well, our brain's programmed to do that, isn't it? It sees it and goes,
Said interesting. I think that's not the right word.
So what you're?
Disturbing is the word I'd use.
So you want to look so you can go? Oh, lovely. What's for lunch?
No, I just
More
think
placenta.
how you don't very often get to watch someone being cut open.
Yeah, good.
No, I'd like to see that. I think it'd be interesting, and I've seen it when they do it. It's like cutting open. You know when you get a new mattress at IKEA and you cut it, it goes.
The old
It's
fear.
like that. It all comes out all yellow. I think that's fascinating. I'd love to see that.
I wouldn't like it.
There is a part of me that would want to lick that yellow stuff though, so I think I should. Because when it comes out, it's like looks like custard or something.
Honestly, mate.
He's so greedy. They fucking eat
Everything's
anything.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not custard.
No, it's not. But it looks like it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like the fat, you mean?
Have you seen it? When they cut the belly open. the
I've
fat
seen
comes out.
operations, but I've never seen it like where I'd be worried that someone's going to go poke their head back over the top of the thing and go, we've cut a little bit too deep. Do you know what I mean? Because how do you fucking know?
Yeah.
But it's so
Well,
quick
they're
when it happens.
surgeons. They know what they're doing.
No, I know, yeah. I'm
Easy
thinking of if I was doing it. I'm sure people have horrendous experiences,
Oh,
but we're not here to
Definitely.
talk about that.
definitely.
We're not. We're
Yeah.
talking about,
We didn't.
yeah.
We were lucky. you know,
Exactly,
we
yeah.
had, we had quite relatively smooth
Absolutely.
births and everything
Easy
went well.
peasy.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the only description I can think of. Easy
And then
peasy.
so then it's like a case of you're done. It's all sorted. Time to go home. I think when you have a cesarean, Amy had to stay in for a couple of nights. Now I would say they were a couple of nights that were certainly with Oscar bliss because it's suddenly you're on your own.
Yeah.
And then it's like because what's coming is chaos. A fucking another human in your house. Do you know what I mean? So you get them couple of nights where they're still in hospital and you're thinking, Oh, and Amy would FaceTime me and she hadn't slept. Again, now she's probably on 4 days without toast.
Yeah.
And she hasn't slept. And she's like, they just need to bring me something to eat. I've been left here. The baby's fucking crying everywhere. And it was freezing cold. And I was like, oh, it's lovely warm here. Yeah. I'm all wrapped up and I'm getting loads of sleep.
Well, again, it's...
And toast.
If anything, I'm getting too much sleep.
It's another one of those examples of we do fuck all.
Yeah, we do fuck all.
Like, so far we've gone through the whole pregnancy and childbirth, and really we haven't lifted a finger.
Yeah, no, nothing. Built a cot.
You've got to
maybe done a bit of decorating.
You have got to respect them for it.
Yeah.
And I get why Emma gets pissed off with the easy peasy part, because it wasn't for her, because she squeezed the baby out. But if she'd wanted me not to say that, she should have made more of a fuss.
Yeah.
She should have, because I would be milking the shit out of that. I'd be, Christ, sometimes we'll have a big shit, I'm calling her for help.
Yeah, no, but we love that, don't we? Lapping it up, made a bit of a fuss. Sure. And Oscar was lockdown. He was lockdown baby.
Mm.
So that was like no one in the hospital. You couldn't see anyone. You couldn't talk to anyone. Couldn't touch anyone. They were still giving out toast. So
still making you go to antenatal classes as well.
But they were on Zoom, weren't they?
I don't know.
No, we didn't do it then.
We weren't there, mate.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? How come you still allowed to go to them fucking things? You couldn't go to the pub, but you could go to a fucking antenatal class. Yeah, you had to like be all masked up and that, and it was. And I do remember, and Amy won't like this, but me saying this, but when we went in there, I could hear the midwife talking, and she said, "Oh, we've got a geriatric pregnancy here," because Amy was getting a bit older. She was like what, 37, 38? I thought, oh, what a touch, because what they'll do is they'll think, this is high risk, we'll put them in first, because then we've got the whole day. We went fucking last. I was like, oh. And there's fucking 3 or 4 people in front of us, and I could hear another geezer who'd just gone through it, going, nope, no way. And this was going, no, you need to come in. He said, no, I'm not going in. She's going, there's not going to be blood, it'll be fine. You need to come in. He's going, nah, not coming in. Not going in there. And she was going, no, you are. Your wife needs you. And he said, nope, I'm not going in there. It's gonna be blood. I know there's gonna be blood. She said, there's not gonna be blood. You'll be fine. Just come in. And I don't think he went in either. And he was, and I followed his progress throughout the day. And he was in like the bed 2 down from us. And I heard him ringing the fucking bell to change the baby, to put the baby's clothes on. It's like, mate, you got to give that a go.
Yeah, something.
Because he was going ding, 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 ding. Whatever. And someone's got to get my baby dressed. They were like, you need to be doing this. He's like, no. I was like, fucking hell, you're going to get a shock, mate, because you got to take that home with you.
Yeah. Nope.
He would have. I think he did just fuck off, left it there. Said, right, that's that done. Because in there's the time to do all that thing, to like...
A little practice.
Yeah.
To learn.
Yeah.
They teach about swaddling and stuff like that, don't they? When you wrap the baby up so it can't move when it's sleeping.
Yeah.
And they wrap it up like a burrito, and then you look down and you think, I don't even know how that happened. How did you do
It's
that?
like a little caterpillar. Isn't it?
I'm the fucking daddy at that now, mate.
Chrysalis.
I'm the daddy at swaddling.
I think I'd like to be swaddled.
I think it'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
One episode, we'll get you up on it. I'll get a big thing and I'll swaddle you.
Yeah, I like it.
But you will then have your face exposed, your arms and legs will be stuck, and me and Joey will be here.
Yeah, I don't.
And I will probably punch you in the face while you're swaddled.
I don't want that. I think in the privacy of my own home, I might have a little
You'll
word
look
of,
like that fella
with
who
Emma
could roll
about
a
it.
cigarette with just his mouth. That's what you're going to look like.
Yeah.
But just get a sleeping bag.
It's not the same, though, is it?
Or you want someone to swaddle you.
Yeah. One of the things
It'll
I
be
wish...
an OnlyFans soon, in a nappy, fucking swaddled up.
I do think, imagine if there was giants. We talked about this earlier, about off camera, about the pyramids and that. If there was giants, I'd be paying them to just carry me around like a baby. And if it was a woman, I'd be on the tit as well.
What I like about this is people are going to think he's the lunatic who believes in giants building the pyramids. So I'm going to deny it. So, no. I remember when we got Paige home, like she was all bundled up, put her in the car seat, all that kind of business. We did all that stuff. Drove her home, got her out, and I was like, "Fucking hell! Oh my god!" Like, put her down. Now I'm just like, I got in and threw Ivy on the sofa, and I was like, "Put the telly on." Went and put the kettle on, but getting her like undressed and changing her, and thinking, "Fuck, they haven't finished." And there was the little cord with a clip on it.
That is horrible, isn't
That
it?
fucking thing hangs around for a week.
I know this is a bit of a theme and it's weird, but I wanted to eat that as well.
Why are you always eating stuff?
It's like a little dry bit of skin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like jerky.
It's like jerky, actually. Yeah.
But
That's
doesn't
what I
mean you should
thought.
eat it.
No, I
What
didn't.
happened if you pulled it off?
It'd bleed to
It
death.
would bleed, wouldn't it?
Bleed to death.
Yeah, it's
It
like
heals, doesn't it?
it's
Kinda
where the
like-
umbilical cord
It's a
was.
scar-
Never ever pulled it off.
Never ever pull that off. Never.
Twist it off.
That's why it
It
has
just
the
falls
little crocodile clip on it. Otherwise, the baby would bleed to death.
But I
Why
don't think you
keep
should.
that thing as well. Why keep that clip?
Oh, people clip the whole thing, didn't they? The skin.
Well,
and
you
everything.
do and fucking dry out and eat it.
Yeah.
baby
Condiment.
jerky.
I grated it over the placenta.
Oh God. They shouldn't send you home with a
Unfinished product.
Yeah, an unfinished. Yeah, because if you're telling me that could, because I never pulled it off. I tugged it. I never pulled it off. I just wanted to see if it would come off because it was always a bit.
It just
I used
comes
to
off,
fucking-
doesn't it? Like it just falls off.
I think we were bathing
Yeah,
when it fell
it
off.
normally falls off when you're having a bath. Or you take a nappy off and it's in there. You're like, oh shit, is that going to be off yet?
But that whole when you get the baby, you're like, with Aurea, there was no coming home. She was there,
Yeah.
and people were visiting within about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it was like, this doesn't feel right.
Buff came home and she had a little brother.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. Thorne was the same. It didn't feel right. I was like, Aurea. The first time I went to hospital was when she chopped her finger off. Before that, she'd never been.
With Oscar, no one saw him for 2 years because of lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, no one was allowed to come round. I said to Amy, she said, well, yeah, when the baby born, no one's going. I said, my family will be on the M40
Yeah.
the minute we go. They'll be coming up to see the baby. She said, yeah, but rules. They're going to give a fuck.
So I took COVID proper seriously.
He was scared.
yeah.
wasn't
Mate,
he?
now, guess what I was scared, Joey? I'm not afraid to admit that. My doctor said to me, I rang my doctor and said, should I be worried about this? She said, yes. She said, people are going to die in great numbers. You need to be careful. That's what my doctor said to me. So I was like, I put cling film around me head. Honestly, Mum turned up once. I turned her away.
Well, I do that anyway. No, I said, Mum, COVID, you need to go. She's like, that was 3 years ago. Yeah, no, still lingering. But they were taking it pretty serious. And I got to say, on a really, really serious note, I know this ain't a serious podcast, it was a fucking disgrace that women had to go in to have scans on their own. That is
Yeah, I'm with you.
disgraceful.
I'm with you.
Because you never know what you're going to find out. It could have been their first. That is, whoever made that decision should be fucking ashamed of himself. That people had to get awful news on their own, and their partner had to sit in the fucking car in the car park when it wouldn't have mattered a fuck
No, I agree. That is ridiculous.
if their partner had been in there.
That does seem ridiculous.
But anyway, pregnancy's fucking grim. Birth's grim. I'm glad we're getting to the end of this bit of the podcast because it feels like.
Well, it's not, like we've said, you're not really a parent until the baby comes out. And then once it's there, then you can start getting involved a little
There's
bit.
a few weeks though, isn't there, where you still do nothing.
Yeah, still
Oh,
is.
6 months, mate. 6 months. I can absolutely say this, hand on my heart. I think I'm going to say it. I didn't bond with my. I didn't.
Look, it's okay to say that.
I loved them. I don't even think I loved them because I'm a bit like I haven't had that. I haven't grown them.
It's abstract, isn't it? It's an abstract thought. They're not really a thing until
Yeah.
you've had a bit of a giggle with them. And
I mean, Amy's the baby's growing all the time, and she can feel it. I'm at work giving it. Still can't fucking. Do you know what I mean? I just it's hard. But then when they smile at you and they start to engage, and then they're earning their keep. You know what I mean? It's
it's worth it.
they're entertaining me.
It's worth it. And I agree with you. It is weird when you don't have this baby in your life, and then suddenly it's there and you love it, and you're like, yeah, this all the other stuff. Forget all that.
Yeah.
The pregnancy,
And then that's when
get involved. But
the sort of
that's when the dadding starts.
the dadding starts. Yeah, the real fuck
The real
fuck
dadding.
ups.
Yeah, the real mistakes.
Yeah,
The life-changing ones.
And you forget all of that and do it all again. Or in your case,
but it's not bad.
4 more times.
But it's not. But the pregnancy bit. I mean, reading that list of awful shit that happens to you, that you get. I know you get thicker, shinier, lovely hair, but all the other stuff seems fucking grim.
My hair went the other way.
Same.
Yeah.
It went grey,
But-
it went
I
thin.
got a little bit of milky vaginal discharge.
Oh God. Nice.
That's why I'd see the doctor.
We got onto the newspaper
Yeah, you did with Paige, didn't you?
because Paige was New Year's Day.
The first baby in.
Yeah. And I went. I was so excited. Nan called me, and she said, "My friends just said that you're on the front page of the newspaper." I said, "You're joking?" So I went down to the local shop. There was a little car at the end of the road. Had a big stack of newspapers. So oh my God. So I was like, I'm fucking buying all of them. So I grabbed all these newspapers, walked up, dunk, onto the counter. The woman said, "Oh, what's that?" I said, "It's me and my little girl." She was like, "Oh, that's cute. How many have you got?" I said, "She's the first." She said, "No, how many newspapers have you got?" I said, "Oh, I think there's 12.